Okay, I think I'm finally done with user story 1. Let's move on to user story 2. So let's see here. Sometimes it goes wrong in scanning. I want to validate that they are valid account numbers. A valid account has a valid checksum. This will be calculated as follows. Account position, and now we got to do some math on that. Okay. Okay. So that validates that, so it identifies as a valid account number. So account number like this thing is valid. Okay. Let's this sounds like it's a bank account test. So okay, so valid means something different now. So I'm going to rename this is valid to can be parsed. Sure, replace is valid with can be parsed. That's really what I'm doing. Okay, so this should be can be parsed. Let's quick add a new test, which is public void account that thing, which doesn't look very nice. Oops, that was an 8. Count blah 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 is valid. Oh yeah, I don't need to replace that anymore. Thank you. Now I gotta create the ASCII for this. I'm really bad at the ASCII. Maybe I can figure it out here. Let's see, what does a 3 look like? There needs to be an underbar here. A 4 is this guy goes away. There's one here. Wait, no, there's underbar here. And that, and that. 3, 4, 5. This one. Oops. That one stays. This one goes. This one becomes an underbar. This one goes to space. 3, 4, 5. 8. 8. 2 is backwards from a 5. 2. There's an underbar there. Gosh. Okay. 5, 2, 8. I like the 8s. They're easy to go from zeros. 6. Underbar here. 6. 5 again. 5. Oops. Is that right? Actually, let's just make sure I can parse it correctly. Let's just try running this dude, see what happens. Oops, what did I just do there? F10. No, this is bank account test, that dude. Okay, good. Okay, well, I can keep that test. That's cool. Assert that count dot is valid equal to true. Does that work? Word operation exception. Okay. So if it's valid, okay, let's go back to this Okay, so let's see here. D1 plus 2. Here's the checksum calculation. So we'll say get checksum. Return get checksum equals 0. What's that? Okay. So D1 plus 2, D2 plus 3. So D1, okay, that's actually 0. Oh, wait a second, I'm not grouping this correctly. D1 plus 2 times D2 plus 3 times D3. Okay, so int for int I equals 1, while I is less than or equal to 9, I plus plus. And then, okay, so this is going to be, we're going to have a sum that we're computing here. It's going to start with 0. And then we're going to say, okay, so we want bank account equals accounts dot, oh no, digit, sorry, digit equals digits dot get I minus 1. So that's on D1, and we want to say sum plus equals I times digit dot get digit, not car, but get digit. Oh, that's cute, right? It doesn't complain about this because you can add to a car, but that's not what we want. We want get digit int. And then return sum. Well, it's not really the sum, it's %11. Get digit int is, okay, so how do we want? We get the digit car, and okay, got an idea. So we want the same logic here, but instead of returning the get digit car, we'll okay, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take all this and move it into a method. I'm going to call it can I perform factoring multiple output values? No, I wouldn't. That's surprising. Okay. Fine, I'll just cut and paste the code. Oops. Known digit known equals get known, well, get known digit for this digit. And I'm just going to cut and paste this loop. Ugh, it's too far away. Where is it? There it is. And I'm going to return, instead of this, I'm going to return that. And then Otherwise, oh, well, I can just say that, and then if I say return that, then I can just say, come on, scroll down, there you go. I can just put this down here, I think. Yeah, that's okay. Okay. Get digit car. Is this the only place this is called? Let's see here. Let's say find usages. Yep, it's the only place it's called. So I don't want that anymore. I want get known digit for this dot get digit. Yeah, I'm going to change that. So I don't want this to be a car value anymore. I want this to be an int, and we can just convert it to a car. And this guy doesn't need to know that this is a car anymore. So we're going to do some things here. We're first of all going to change this to be an int. Then we're going to change this to, which I probably could have done. I'm going to rename it int value. Int value. Yes, please. No, oops. I thought it was going to rename this for me. I guess not. No, int value. And then that's supposed to be an int, and then I'll complain all over the place about that, which is fine. This is going to be get digit. I'm going to change it to get digit int, rename that, and then all these guys complain. Oh boy, Java. See, cars can be cast to ints, but that's not what I want in this case, and the compiler did not complain at me, so if I had forgotten to do that, things would have been all screwy. Let's see, for tedious. Or there's a faster way to do this, maybe with like a regular expression replace or something like that, but it's got quotes and it's probably difficult. Well, hopefully you're fast forwarding through this part anyway, as you can imagine. It looks pretty dull. Okay, digit 9, was that all of them? Okay, int value. This looks good. Okay, but what probably doesn't look so good is bank account now. And then get digit cars, digit. Oh, it's bank account. Well, get digit car. Ah, good, this does complain. And so then I want this to be string.value of int I get known digits. Oops, what isn't it like? Oh. Character dot 4 digit. Try that, and then base 10. Ooh, is that gonna work? Get rid of that unused method. Oof, I'm not feeling good about this change. I don't even remember what we did. Yeah, so far off the stack. Oh wow. Okay. Let's rerun the tests for digit because I changed things there. Okay. No, wait, I didn't want that. I wanted all of them. Whole digit test. Okay, now let's go to bank account test. Let's see, run this guy. Bank account test. Okay. Okay, well, so it looks like it parsed everything. Okay, but now it's saying that this guy isn't right. Oh boy, I'm getting tired here. Get digits, and I assume it's 47. It's this guy is valid. It returns false. So what's the checksum? I would call this guy checksum. D1 plus D2 times D3 plus 3 times D3. Okay. Okay, let's debug this guy, see what we can find out. So digits is 9, digit 1. Okay, let's it's 3. Right, that's what we expect. That's 4. Okay, well, let me quick. There's got to be a calculator here. Okay. Checksum calculation. Gee, I only assumed that this was actually a valid one. How about that one? Maybe I was wrong there. I'm sure there's a bug in my code. But let's just find out. There's got to be a bug in my code. Oh no, I got to create the ASCII for this thing. 4. 5, 7, 4, 5, 7, 5, 4, 5, 7, 5, 0, 8. Oops. 8, 0, 0. 0, 4, 5, 7, 5, 0, 8, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Let's try running this one. Okay, so yeah, there's only something wrong with my algorithm. I'm gonna put this down for a little while, and I'll come back to it later. Okay, I put the problem down for a couple of days, and I want to come back to it. I think I realized what I was doing wrong with the checksum. And you guys probably caught it way before I did. You were probably yelling at the screencast. I looked at this calculation right here, and I was expecting D1 to be the first number, but D1 is the last number. D9 is the first number. And I think there was a hint in here someplace. Well, anyway, I'm going to try to change that now, and see if that gives me better results. So let's go back to my code. Is valid. Get checksum. Get checksum. Okay, so now the digit that I want to start with is not I minus 1. It's going to be, well, let's see here. It's really the length minus I. Digits dot size minus I. Right, so let's see here. That means the first one will be size minus 1, which will be last index, all the way back to, Well, so now I less than 9. Well, let's just say I less than or equal to digits minus size. And it'll be equal to digits minus size, which means the last one will be 0. Okay, let's give this a try and see how it goes. Making, hey, it worked. Okay, good deal. I don't even remember really where I was in my testing. Okay, so let's try running everybody now. Run everybody in bank account is passing. Good. Hey, I think I got that right. Are there any other tests that we should do? Well, you know, I think that's good enough for now. Okay, so I think I will commit these changes. Oops, changes. Now, it's been a little while. Let me quick review the changes to see what I've changed. Oh, you know what? Before I commit them, I think I want to do some refactoring. I'm not too super happy with some of these names. Like is valid. How about we change that to has valid checksum? So refactor, rename, shift F6. Has valid checksum. That's a better name. And what else have we added? Let's see here next. It says it's Control Shift, which I don't think works on my. No, it's too bad. Okay. Oh yeah, it can't be parsed. We shouldn't call that is valid anymore. We should call that has valid checksum. So shift F6 has valid checksum. And this guy has valid checksum. Oops, what did I just do there? Did I save it or something? I don't know. Okay, everybody still runs. I'm going to go back to the, oops, let's get rid of all this stuff. Let's go back to that. Say Maven clean package. Okay, everybody's happy. Okay, now let's commit it. Oops. Actually, let's go back and review our changes. Notice that it's been automatically updated. Thank you, IntelliJ. Oh yeah, we made this change. Get digit car. Okay. Get no digit for this digit. Get digit int. I think those names can be improved. We'll see if we need them later. Oh yeah, we changed all these guys. Okay. So let's see here. We got a bunch of changes to describe in our commit message. So let's see here. We'll commit these. No, don't revert. We will commit these guys. Okay, and we'll say represent the digit as a number instead of a car, and implemented the checksum functionality for use case 2. With that. Okay, good. Everybody is happy there. Now let's go back to use case 2. Is there anything else here? I think that's about it. Okay, use case 3. Scrolling the wrong way. Boss can use your results. Write a file of your findings, one for each input file in this format. Blah, 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 blah. Illegal. The file has one account per row, If some characters are illegible, they are replaced by a question mark. In case of a wrong checksum or an illegible number, this is noted in the second column indicating status. Okay. So let's see here. I don't think I have... Right now, I've got something that's illegal. What is it going to do? I think it throws an exception or something. Let's find out. Yeah, bank account test. Sure. Public void illegal, is that what we're going to call it? Yeah. Illegal bank account has ill status. Boy, these are kind of generic terms. Yeah, let me see. Okay, so let's, what was that example? This thing, 8611, some bogus stuff. Okay. You get to watch me. Let's see here, 8. There should be an easier way to do this. 6, 1, 1. 6110, something bogus like, oops, what happened there? That's a 3, that's not bogus. Like this, bogus, bogus. 3, 6. Scary when you start being able to see this. Okay. 86110 garbage garbage 36. So assert that account dot get status equal to, I want to use an enumeration here. Account status dot ill. Gonna create an enum. Sure. And well, let's go back. We'll call enum constant ill. Would that create? Yep. I should probably call it illegal instead of ill. That's just the code. Let's rename that illegal. And then get status, create method get status. Oh, not a void. Bank account. Oh, account status? That's not a good name for it. It should be bank account status. And throw new unsupported operation exception. I'm going to rename that bank account status. I wonder if I should have that enum be a inner enum of bank account. Yeah, we can go back and fix that later. Okay, so let's run this dude with run Control Shift F10. Oh, okay, so it got there, blew up with legal. With a legal operation exception, just like expected. Okay, so let's see here. It's a little bigger so I can read it. Okay, well, so then, what do we want to say? We want this guy to be illegal. So, Well, let's do red, green refactor. So let's return bank account status illegal. Now if I go and run it again, should pass. We're so proud of ourselves. Of course, now if I write another unit test with, let's say, what was the other example there? That dude, which I believe is this up here. Oops, scroll up. I said back account, didn't I? Not bank account. Actually, this should just be account blah blah blah. Oh, I can't have question marks in a name. So XX. There you go. It's legal status. Account blah has legal, I guess, status. Don't need that. Instead, what I want is this guy. But now I want him to have status legal. Create that new constant. Good deal. Now if I run him, there you go. Expected legal, but was illegal. Okay, now let's go fix that. Get status. Okay, so let's see here. It's legal if all of the digits are legal. You know, I'm kind of surprised it didn't blow up. Let me look at extract digits again. I go and I get it. I create a new digit. And when, oh, okay, right. So it creates a new digit. Right, okay, right. Digit is just raw. It's not parse. It's only when I want to have what I call it, valid digit or something. Known digit. Is known, where do I use known digit? Known digit. Okay. It's kind of weird. Is known digit? This is just, yeah, very simple. Okay. Okay. Well, so let's see here. So I want to say if this contains all known digits, then return bank account status that is legal. Actually, it contains all known digits and has valid checksum. Has valid checksum. It's legal. How would I do this? I should do it the other way around. I should say if it doesn't contains, then it's illegal. Otherwise, else, oops, and return this guy. Yeah, I know there's another case, but let's, here we go. Baby steps. So, where is all of my, oh, it must be in digit that does all the validation. Get known digits, get digit int. Okay, so we need to have, okay. So bank account will be contains all digits. So we'll say for digit in digits. If not, digit is known digit. If it's not, if any of them is not, then the whole thing returns false. Else, if we get down here, return true. Okay. And then digit is known digit. Now I thought I had, yeah, it has same lines as get known digit for this digit. Okay. Well, see, this throws a legal state exception, which might have made sense at the time, but I think what I want to say is get known digit for this digit not equal null. Which means I want to change this to return null if that, and who else calls this? I'm going to say find usages, all sorts of things. Get known digit for this digit. So let's go throw a null pointer exception. See, these should probably throw illegal state exceptions. So this one should. So I'm going to turn this into a variable. Sure. And I'm just going to call it known. If known equals null, then else. Throw a new illegal state exception. There. Okay. Let's see here. So I fixed that. Is known digit. Good. Okay, so where is this guy used? Alt F7. Right here. So if any of them is not a known digit, return false. So it doesn't contain all. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, so let's go back to our test and run this guy again. Rebuild everything. Oh, didn't get it right. As legal. So it was illegal. Oh, silly me. Yep, details, details, details. This is why we test. Because apparently I'm not always terribly careful. And how about running this one right here? Okay, and that one is illegal. Okay, and so now we need one with an invalid checksum. This one has an invalid checksum. That has error. Really, we should call it invalid checksum, but let's have error. Okay, so what was that one again? Did I use that one up here? Oh, you know what? I should probably. I don't have a negative case up here. That was a bad unit test. I should have tested that one that doesn't have a valid checksum. Drat. Okay. So I'm going to go back and duplicate that and say account this guy. Does not have valid checksum. Okay, here we go. More ASCII art with Uncle Dave here. Six, 4. 3. Oops, and backwards. Nice. 4, 3, 7. 1. 4, 3, 7, 1. 4. 9, 5. All right. Okay. 6, 6, 4, 3, 7, 1, 4, 5. Okay, so let's go copy this. Let's make sure we think it is what we think it is, and then this should be false. Run that dude. All happy, okay. And then I suppose I could combine these all into one test, but I don't mind having duplicate tests. Has error status, is that what it was? Error status. What is it? Oh, has error status. Okay, good error but was legal. That's good. Get status. So, doesn't contain blah blah blah. If, else if, has valid checksum. If it doesn't have a valid checksum, so if it all known digit but doesn't have a valid checksum, then return banker status dot error. I wonder why it's autocompleting there. Otherwise, that's a red, hopefully to green. Yay! Okay. So now, let's run the whole thing. No. Bank account test, all of them, 9. Okay, so now I think I have the status ones all set. I suppose I could add a whole bunch more. Does the reader test also still work? Good to know. Project view. You know, I'm not exactly doing what the kata is saying in terms of, you know, having a command line interface or something that reads a file. I could go back and add that to the end, but I don't know if I'm going to get that much more out of it. Oh, and digit test. So let me run all of these. Run all the tests. Thinking about it, 23 tests. Everybody looks good. Okay, let's check it in then. So it's really just the status code is what I've added. I'll go back and look at all the tests. Bank account tests. Did I add more than that? Did I miss something? Did it? It's weird. Was it not showing me all that stuff? Maybe I just didn't scroll down far enough or something. Okay. Well, enough of that. So, added a status code to bank account. Determines whether or not it is legal or in an error state. That's kind of a weak commit message, but whatever. Okay. All clean. Back to our user story. Oh, if some characters are illegible, they're replaced by, well, shoot. Maybe I really should have something that does that. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so let's see here. Let's have a, well, let's see here. I had a bank account reader. I can have a bank account writer. Maybe parser and formatter would be better names. Well, I don't know. Meh, I won't go on. I think I get it. Okay, user story 4. Turns out that often when the number comes back as ill or error, is because the scanner has failed to pick up one pipe or underscore for one of the figures. For example, this guy. The 9 could be an 8 if the scanner missed one pipe. Or a 0 could be an 8. Or the 1 could be a 7, 5 could be a 9. Okay. So your next task is to look at numbers that have come back as blah and try to guess what they should be by adding or removing just one pipe or underscore. If there's only one possible number with a valid checksum, then use that. If there are several options, the stash should be am for ambiguous. Okay. You still can't work out what it should be. The stash should be reported as illegal. Interesting. Okay. So let's see here. So I have to say, okay, so if I have one that is illegal, I have to go through and for each digit, well, if it's an error or illegal, it's error or illegal, I want to see if I want to say, okay, give me try looking for other numbers that are off by 1. And so it looks like it's only missed by 1. So like 9 could be an 8, but 9 could be an 8, but 8 could not be a 9. So it's assuming that it only misses them, doesn't put in extras. I think that makes it a little bit easier. Okay, and so if there's several options, the stash should be ambiguous, meaning that if there's more than one, wow, we got like permutations and combinations and stuff here. I wonder if I need to put this one down a little bit and think about it. I've probably recorded enough for this one. Okay, I'm going to go sit off and I'm going to think about user story 4 a little bit more, and we'll come back and finish that one up later.